My name is Professor Caleb, and I'm here to teach you a very special topic in mathematics known as trigonometry. And there are little formulas used in solving questions under this very special topic. And over here we have the saw, the car, and the tour. And here simply means sine is equals to opposite over hypotenuse. And here cosine is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent is equals to opposite over adjacent. Now, there is a shape used in solving questions under this very topic, and this is the shape. And you might be wondering, what kind of shape is this? This is a right angle triangle used in solving questions under trigonometry. And we have our degrees, our angle, and our centimeters. And as you can see over here, this is our degree, and anywhere the degree is facing, that is our opposite. If the degree is facing here, it's our opposite. If it's facing here, it's our opposite. And if it's facing here, it's our opposite. As you can see, the degree is facing here, so that is our opposite. And among these three formulas used in solving trigonometry, I am going to pick out some of the formulas used in solving these particular questions, because not all can work in this question. Now, we're only given the centimeter for opposite only. So we are going to look for, among these three formulas, we are going to pick some of the formulas that has opposite in it. We here, as I said earlier, sine is equals to opposite over hypotenuse. Yes, it has opposite. Cosine is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. No, it doesn't have any opposite. Here, this is tangent. Tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. Yes, it has opposite. So, and here we are given an opposite. So first of all, I'm going to try using sine. So as we said earlier, sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. And the next step is writing sine 25 degrees over 1 equals to, this is opposite over adjacent, remember, opposite over hypotenuse, sorry, remember. So our opposite is coming first before our hypotenuse, and our opposite is 9 cm. So then under it we have our hypotenuse. Our hypotenuse is the longest part of the shape, the right angle triangle. The shortest part is our adjacent. So this is our hypotenuse. And our hypotenuse, as you can see here, this is line CB. Line CB, and the next step taken is cross multiplying. And over here, 9 times 1, we have 9. That is equals sine 25 times line CB, or you can put it like this. And now here we are going to, remember we are looking for a line CB, and we are giving this to aid our centimeter to give us our right answer. So we are using sine 25 degree to divide both sides. So here we have our sine 25 degrees, and right here we have sine 25 degrees. Now at this point we are going to divide by sine 25 divided by sine 25, nothing left. And at this point As you can see, the line CB is left on its own, and here we have 9 divided by sine 25. And for our time, we have to use the calculator to solve this particular question to get our answer. And here we have 9 divided by sine 25, which is giving us 21.2. And since we are looking for a whole number, we are not looking for decimal or fraction. So at this point, we are going to approximate. And in mathematics, or in approximation, it is said to be that 5, when a number is higher or at 5, it is said to be as 1. So this number here, this is 2, and it is not greater than 5, or it is not 5. So we are going to take this 2 as 0 because it didn't meet up to 5. So we have the answer is 21 centimeters, because as we turn this into 0, 0 is nothing. So it can also be said as 21. It can also be said as 21 centimeters. And as you can see, we've solved for sine. And like I said earlier, 2 formulas can work. Among these 3, 2 can work for this particular question, which is sine and tangent. And over here, I've solved for sine. And this cannot work. No. Why? Because cosine is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, no opposite. And the degree is facing here, so automatically this is our opposite. And the only centimeters, or the only number that was given to us, was only opposite. So we can't use adjacent or hypotenuse. We are not going to get our final answer. So I'll be using tangent to solve for this question. So over here we're going to do tan 25 degrees over 1 is equal to, remember this is opposite over adjacent. So the opposite comes first before our adjacent. And here our opposite is 9 cm. Our adjacent, like I said earlier, adjacent is the smallest part, or the smallest area of the shape. So this is our adjacent, line AB. Okay, this is the same as the formula, as the steps I used in solving for sine. Now, what are we going to do here? We are going to cross multiply. So after cross multiplying, you consider that 9 times 1 is equal to 9, equals to tan 25 times line AB. We put it like this. As you can remember, I said that whenever you see brackets in mathematics, it is known as multiplication. So as you can see here, this is tan 25 degrees times line AB. So at this juncture, what are we going to do? We are going to divide both sides by tan 25. Why? Because we are looking for line AB, which is our adjacent. So we divide both sides by tan 25. times 25 degrees. Sorry. So as you can see on the board, it is listed for us. Now we are going to divide tan 25 degrees divided by tan 25 degrees. Now as you can see, it is left alone for us to find it, and this is left alone for us to divide it. So like I said earlier, we can't do it by our head. We are supposed to use the scientific calculator. And our answer is equals 19.3. Like I said, if you can remember, we don't need decimal, we need whole numbers. So what are we going to do? Like I said earlier, this is not up to 5, it is not higher than 5, so it is said to be as 0, nothing. So automatically the answer is just 19 centimeters, because we took this as 0, so 0 is nothing, so automatically our answer is 19 centimeters. Thanks.